What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Jericho, and today we're here with my 2007 Saturn Sky, and we're gonna try to fix the remotes. I got both keys, which is impressive, and they're OEM keys. Not much better than that. They've got the plus sign, the Saturn logo. You can tell they're all original. That's pretty impressive by itself for 162,000 miles. But today, we're gonna fix the remotes. So here are the two remotes. I've got one that has a good back, and then I took it apart, and a lot of the internals are missing. The battery was gone, and the clip for the battery is also gone, but the buttons and the circuit board themselves are there. And on this one, the back is cracked. It's kind of tough to see that on video, I'm sure. But this one does have the battery holder, even though it's detached from the circuit board. So neither remote works, but I have this Dorman part, which will probably upset everybody because it's another Dorman part, right? But this is a really cool part. I cannot wait to use this. It comes with a new remote, and of course remotes are dirt cheap on eBay. But I read everything I could on the forums, and it said the remotes cannot be programmed to this vehicle without a Tech 2 or the dealership doing the programming of some kind. But Dorman gives you this programming dongle here that plugs into the OBD2 port, emulates the Tech 2, and then I guess a light, this LED here, must light up to show you when it's time to program your remotes. So let's get this open. I have no idea how to do it. I haven't looked into it at all. I just saw this and it should work. So we're gonna get this package open here. Try not to cut my hands wide open, opening a blister pack, and program some remotes. Let's see if I can make this happen. Yeah, dude, this is definitely the worst. This is how you end up in the hospital for cutting your hand open.
I mean, that knife's impressive.
Yeah, this knife is awesome. I love the Volt. Somebody was asking about it in a video. It's a Kershaw Volt 2. I love this knife. It's dirt cheap. I lost one and I wasn't too upset about it. Now I've got a new one. Also, I tried to sharpen the first one with my electric kitchen knife sharpener. Bad plan. It doesn't work at all. All right, so we're gonna get the programming dongle out. Here is our OBD2 dongle. I don't know if Dorman makes that. It looks like someone else's part. OBD key fob programmer. So this is gonna be awesome. I'm excited to have this around. I think it will let me program remotes to any GM vehicle that you can't program remotes for without the dealership. So that, I'm gonna write all over it, keep it in the toolbox. It'll be in a safe place. And it's going to say, do not lose. This is amazing. We finally got into that ridiculous packaging. And now it's time to read the instructions. Once plugging into the programmer, cool. So we know that this was terribly written. I don't know how, because it costs like $63. And this remote is definitely a knockoff. It doesn't even have the same contours as the GM remote, but it's gonna work. That's fine. Okay, all currently programmed and new remotes must be reprogrammed. And of course, all the other remotes are broken, so we're gonna program this one first, and then I'm gonna go back and we're gonna resolder the old remotes, at least one of them, and get a second remote working. And then I'm probably gonna carry that one because this doesn't feel very good. Once plugging in the programmer, you will have 2 minutes to program all new or existing remotes to vehicle. After 1 minute, your session will time out and your vehicle will no longer be in programming mode. Programmer will work for no more than 3 sessions. Insert key into ignition, turn ignition to on. Do not crank. Insert programmer into your OBD2 port. This port is underneath it. Yeah. Once the programmer is inserted, wait for the chime or orange light on the programmer. So there's a little buzzer on the front. We've got some holes. We've got the LED right there. Wait for the light to come on. This will indicate unit is ready to program first remote. Press and hold lock and unlock button on the remote simultaneously. You will hear a chime, buzzer, or door lock cycle. To program additional remotes, repeat. So it's about the easiest thing ever. That's a lot of instructions for put the key in, turn it to on, plug this programmer in, and push both buttons at once. So let's do that. Let's get this first remote going. Also, I hope it has a battery in it. So let's go ahead and hop inside here and walk you through the programming steps. Okay, so we're gonna put the key in the ignition, turn it to on. Key is in on, plugging in our OBD programmer. Trunk is ajar. Well, sir, the trunk is not ajar. Okay, which way does this go?
Keep the struggle.
I had it right. It's like a poorly molded. Okay, we've got some beeping. Interior chimes. I didn't see an orange light, it was a green light. Still no orange light.
Oh. Hey!
Okay. Unplugging. So it did what it was supposed to do, I guess. Let's... Okay. What is going on? Okay, lock. That's mine. That's yours. Trunk actuated.
That's the alarm?
That's the weakest. All right, hold it. It's got to get louder than that. What if you hold it? It's probably going to be really annoying once I actually get this to work. All right, one remote down. This is, of course, the brand new one. Let's go rebuild these factory remotes. And I do think I'm going to go ahead and get this one off the keychain now because the back is definitely coming off of it. Isn't that cool?
I like how it has instructions actually on the back of it for how to use it for when you inevitably lose the
obviously,
paper.
yeah, you're definitely going to lose the... I'm going to throw the book away.
Wow,
because
it is the cheapest thing in the universe.
it's poorly made OBD port as well.
Yeah, look at how the pins don't quite... The pins aren't exactly straight in there, which is probably why it was so difficult to plug in.
They were like, close enough, guys. Send it. So starting off, we're going to get the keychain off this remote. I got it started and then I dropped it. All right, there's the keychain. Now we got to get this thing open. So we're just going to take the knife, put it at the very top where I'm not going to get too much force on this, and gently pry around the case. Came right open. This is the one with the plastic in it. Okay, this one has the battery holder though. Let's see what we're working with here. Keypad. Oh, this part of the case is broken. All right, so this is good. And then this one, of course, the whole back is broken. It's tough to see, but it's cracked all the way along there, all the way along there. And it comes apart in pieces. Okay, so somebody took this apart and completely lost the battery holder here. And this one is like just kind of sitting on there. Hopefully we can get that nice and warm and reflowed. And while we're at it, pull all the fronts off, and I'll just put some IPA on a rag, wipe off the PCB. Because these things get nasty. They stop working. Full of pop. It's got hair in it. They always do. It's just gross. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand how people get pop in the remote. Now for the fun part. Getting enough heat into this. Okay, I took a little too much heat out. Let that get hot again. There we go. Okay, we've got connectivity there. I saw the solder start flowing. We'll repeat that right here. A little bit of solder on the tip so I can get this started, I hope. Okay, that solder took. I don't know if it's enough. Let's see if I can feed a little bit of solder in from the other side here. There it is. There's a little thermal conductivity, and we've got a nice solder joint. Man, I think that's good. I think we're ready to go. And I've got a brand new battery sitting upstairs to test this with. So we're reassembling the remote. Obviously, it only fits one way. It's shaped like a little bit of an egg. Put it back in like that. And then this is my good front cover. While we're at it, give it a bath in alcohol. Okay, we're gonna throw our new CR2032 in here carefully so I don't rip the battery holder off the board. Looks like I got a little bit of solder in there that shouldn't be there, but also I think it's acceptable. I don't think it's gonna cause any issues. Looks good to me. There we go. She's closed. Put our key back on. And I'm gonna order another case off eBay, and I'll probably fix this remote if I can find a battery holder. Yeah, that case is trash. Every bit of it. This is cracked in 2 places. All the plastic came out of the back. Man, remote 2 is no good.
It's an actual GM part number.
Oh yeah, these are the originals.
It's impressively brittle.
Yes, it is. Okay, put our remote back together. Good to go. Let's go try them out. We are back in the car, finished soldering up our remote here. It's all back together. It's in a case that doesn't, it's not terrible, that is. Let's plug in our programmer. Okay, it said press both buttons, so. There's one. Seems good to me. 2 sets of keys, 1 programmer. There we go. Also, if you don't want to do this, you can just buy them on eBay. The ones that match. The number on this one is a GM part number, 15252034. So there you go. Factory remote. It's actually, factory remote's nicer too. It's slimmer and it has less texture on it, which is probably, I mean, I know they have a little less texture from the factory. This one's very textured and it's a little bit thicker, so it probably won't sit as well in your pocket. That said, the Saturn has remotes now. I'm excited about that. Now won't have to dig the keys up every time I'm trying to hop in here. I'll put links in the description below for the remotes because I think you can find them on Amazon, eBay. I'll find some links to some viable remotes and also a link to the Dorman kit, which I know is on Amazon and eBay as well. And you guys can pick up whatever you need to fix yours. And that is it for today, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. All right, thanks, Jake. He was shooting, doing the behind the camera magic.
Yay.
We got it done.
That's why this episode looks so good.
That's right. Also, what happened to that plastic that flew away? Here it is. I got it.